psychedelic investors? Here's James coming at you with an impromptu video. So you may know that MindMed stock price is currently skyrocketing. At the time of recording, MMEDF, so the American one, sits at $1.70. And just a quick note, throughout this video I'm going to use all the American figures. If you're currently invested in the Canadian one on the NEO, everything is the same. It's just about 25 to 30% higher dollar price because of the exchange rate. But all the data in here is the same. So yeah, MindMed is currently skyrocketing. It's at $1.70 a share, which has caused a lot of people to reach out to me and say, is it too late to buy MindMed? Like, I like the company, it's cool and stuff, but James, it's 4x in the last couple months. Like, can you really expect this to keep going? Is now the time to pull out? Well, that is the topic of this video. And just as a little side note and kind of an answer, so spoiler to the video, I think this is going to be the first in a series of videos entitled, Is It Too Late to Buy MindMed? I might be doing the same thing when it's at $3 a share, same thing at $5, $10 a share, who knows? We'll just have to wait to the future. So yeah, anyhow, like I said, it's currently at $1.70, so we're going to go up over here to some charts and see how it's done in the last week, month, 6 months. So over the last week, the stock has gone up almost 70%. It started this time last week at $1.04 and it's currently at $1.70. It's also more than doubled since the beginning of November. At the end of October, it was 77 cents. And in the last 6 months, like I said a second ago, it's more than 4x'd. It was at 40 cents 6 months ago. So again, why is this rising? Well, there are a few reasons why this could be rising, the first of which is the NASDAQ uplisting. So those who are avid followers of MindMed know that they're currently in the process of trying to uplist their stock to the NASDAQ. So in the States, they're currently on the OTC, over-the-counter market, and they want to get into the big boys league, up to the NASDAQ. And this may or may not happen. I personally think it will, but it's still very much up in the air. If this does happen, the stock could stand to rise quite a bit more, as it's open to both institutional investors like banks and people on Robinhood. There's also been quite a bit of good news in the last few months, such as their LSD neutralizer, and today actually they released that they're starting a new digital medicine division that they called Albert. I don't know, that's kind of cool. And finally it's rising because a lot of people are starting to compare it to Compass Pathways. So Compass went live a month or two ago, a few months ago now at this point actually, and it's, like I said in the last video, about 4x the price of MindMed. Now, people started looking into the two companies, and a lot of people said, wait a second, hold up. Compass Pathways is worth 4 times MindMed, and yet MindMed seems to be doing more. They've got quite a lot more clinical trials underway. They're doing lots of exciting things, and maybe they're about equal, I don't know. Which has caused a lot of people to start putting in some positions into MindMed. So again, it's rising rapidly because of the NASDAQ, good news, and the comparisons to Compass Pathways. So where does it go from here? Well, there's 3 options. One is it can keep going up. The second is it will level off and we found our new normal. And finally is a major pullback. So in the first scenario where it keeps going up, I would say this would be if they get accepted under the NASDAQ. If they get accepted under the NASDAQ, you could see this stock price maybe double or triple from here. It's really hard to tell. But that's not the only option. As much as I would love for this stock to just keep going up, we got to be realistic here, and that's my job. I'm going to keep it real with you here. There's also the possibility that this could level off or go down a bit or up a bit, but we've kind of found our new normal. So just a reminder that the main thing that should drive the value of this company is their technology. So if their drugs that they're developing to cure opioid dependence, to help with ADHD, to cure suicide headaches, if those work out, then this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. If it doesn't work out long term, then this company is going to end up going to the dustbins of history. That's just how it is. Either their technology works or it doesn't. Which brings us to our third point, or our third option, is there could be a major pullback from here. So the current rise in the stock price could just be hype. There's still a lot of time before any serious clinical data is released. So any stock movement, even massive stock movement like we're seeing right now, is all just speculative. All potential and current investors in MindMed need to understand that there is a very real possibility that this stock price in the short term could pull back even drastically. And that could be based on nothing. That can just be based on speculation. Particularly if they don't get into the NASDAQ, I expect to see the stock price pull back drastically. And again, everything relies on their tech. Long term, whether or not this company ends up going to the moon depends solely on whether or not their medicines like 18MC works. So, what should investors do with this information? Well, the first and most important thing is to have a long time horizon. So one of Warren Buffett's most famous quotes is to have a longer time horizon than the market. And what this means is that people in the market, they're very short-term thinking, which means that when you see a company that potentially in 5 years could be slated to take off, a lot of people don't really put their money into that because it's just too long of a time horizon for them. So when looking at investing in MindMed, you've got to be thinking long-term. All investors in Mind Medicine should be long-term investors. Yes, some people can make little bits of money here and there on trading and swing trading, but that's not what I'm into. I'm here to make you long-term money if possible, and I'm here to keep it real with you. So again, I just really need to emphasize for all investors and potential investors, have a long-term horizon. Other than that, enjoy the ride. I personally have now 5x'd my MindMed position, and I'm psyched, guys. Like, I'm very excited. It's really validating what I saw in the data. And finally, investors, if you want, you can take some profit. Personally, I'm not taking any profit. I'm keeping every share I own. But let's be realistic. This stock has 4 to 5x'd in the last year, the last 6 months since this has gone public. If you want to take out your initial investment or a little bit more to spread along your investment portfolio, go for it. That's completely okay. So just in sum, is it too late to invest in Mind Medicine? No. Again, guys, it's the technology that matters. Don't be looking at these short-term trends. You need to keep your eye on the ball. Will 18MC work? Will they be able to cure suicide headaches with LSD? Will the results of their DMT trials bear any fruit? This is what is important, not the little short-term stock maneuverings that's happening right now. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep a long-term horizon. If in 5 years 18MC works, the stock price could be at $10, $20, $30. It's really hard to tell, but it will be a lot higher than it is now. So again, guys, that's all I really wanted to say. I just thought I'd come at you with a quick update, what's on my mind right now as the stock is skyrocketing. And lastly, if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Help us get to our first 1,000 subscribers. It will help you see more content that you want to see, and it will help us be able to give you this content. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next time. This is James from the Psychedelic Investor, signing out.